This episode is sponsored by Stingray Tattoo Supply. Take your shop to the next level with our premium hydraulic barber chairs built for comfort, durability, and smooth performance. Perfect for barbers and tattoo artists who demand the best. Sleek, sturdy, professional. Get yours today at stingraytattoo.net. This is the chairman and the artist, where vision meets creation. Let's talk. Welcome back. This is Rafael from the Chariot and the Artist, and this is Vaca.
Hello, I'm Vaca.
Good morning, everybody. This is actually it's afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. This is March 19th, 2025. We're gonna catch up on what's going on in Stingray Tattoo and over here with Vaca at Graffiti City.
This is Graffiti City, guys, headquarters. If you guys need to get any paint, markers, spray paint, any graffiti supplies that you might need, let me know.
Check out graffiticityNV.com. You can order them online too. So you're supposed to say stuff like that, vato. Anyway, today we're going to talk about, let's see, I just went to Tucson, Arizona for the tattoo convention in Tucson. I want to say hi to John. Shout out to John for having a good show out there. It was pretty cool. One thing that I did notice, and I think we need to maybe see if I can help out the industry or maybe make everybody laugh at the next convention. I don't know. But we're going to... I'm building right now a little cube, homie. We're building a cube for lighting, and this cube is 9 by 9 by 7 feet tall, and it's kind of like a square frame, and then we put lighting on it. That way you can have lighting all around your tattoo station without having to trip over your ring lights or any of the other lights that you bring to the tattoo convention. You bring up this square and you set it up, and now you have light throughout the whole convention, the whole show. You have good lighting for you, your audience, your artist, and all the table and everything. Cause man, dude, you should have seen it last time. It was kind of trippy.
Lighting is very important. Sorry, Raf. It's probably one of the most important things at a convention.
Well, they have it inside a tattoo, a casino, but the casino lights are way hella high, and even though it's lit up, but it's still pretty dark down on the floor side, and everybody's got their ring lights. I mean, some of these guys have all these little lights and shit, which are kind of cool, but they got these little strip lights, and one guy, his strip light was kind of failing on him, homie, and I see him over there trying to get the light to turn out bright, and I'm like, this motherfucker looks like he's tweaking or what the fuck. It looked hella funny, man. I wish. Yeah, he almost did that. He hit the light adjusted. It was fucking terrible. But I think lighting is a big fucking part of our industry, and a lot of us are just fucking settling for these little ring lights. A lot of people think that the ring light is the answer to...
We're not miners.
No, well, the headlight is for the mining one, but the ring light... the ring light, yeah. You know, you put it above or next to you, and when I have my afro, man, that ring light doesn't do much because that motherfucking afro covers the light. And so by the time you need good lighting, and you know, let's say for me, I have an afro. When I have an afro, there's times that I have an afro. I would have to have 2 or 3 ring lights on my station to light up from different angles. You know, just so I don't have my fucking big ugly head getting in the way. You know, but
yeah, I've never seen anything like like what you're building, and I'm lucky enough to build it with you, man. Thank you.
Well, we kind of had it in the past, but we didn't even understand how fucking... Well, I did understand how special and how important lighting was.
Yeah.
But some of us took it for granted. And now that I'm in this new shop and stuff like that, the lighting is nothing what I had back in the past, cabrón. I had that 4x4x4 square, only 1 foot above my head, and that gave me lighting all around me without having to move a light or move a. You know how we also used to have
The boom.
the boom light, yeah, the boom light. But we almost got rid of that boom light with that square. Once that square was
Completely
set
right,
up,
yep.
it was lit up pretty cool. But fuck, man,
And privacy too. You're able to use that cube
for privacy,
for
that's the
privacy.
other thing that I kind of noticed that a lot of tattoo shops they don't have any privacy. They're open floor all the way, and yeah, a lot of us like to get tattoo and expose everything and anything. But there's always a Becky or a Betty out there that's a little shy and would like to have some privacy. And a lot of these shops don't have they don't have privacy. It's trippy. So if anybody's interested in getting a private tattoo station, a private pre-lit tattoo station, let me know. We're working on it. The price is going to be up there anywhere between 800 to 1,000. I don't know because it's just and trial. And right now we also have Mr. 25% increase on aluminum and metals. My two fucking things that I use. Thank you, homie. Thank you for the fucking. Hopefully, we get some people working on this side of the border, and they can make steel, so we don't have to buy it from Mexico. So let's get some good hard-working Americans working back. We need the Americans to go back to work, so us immigrants can enjoy the freedom.
Yes.
I need lower prices, cabron. Hey, what do you think about what happened with Mr. Miro? Is it kind of sad?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tell him, Vaca, what happened?
So we got hired to do a mural at the
Storage place.
man, at a storage place.
Bird Eye.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, the storage place. What is it called?
Man, I gotta.
Should we? Well, anyway, this storage place happens to be at an HOA place. And apparently, Vaca's going to tell you the rest of the story on how good this mural went. And it's actually getting us a little bit of more work. Shout out to the storage place. What's
The
it name?
Interstate U Store self storage facility.
Yeah, shout out to these guys. They hired us to do a cool mural. They're pretty rebel. They decided to go against the HOA, and they say, "Hey, we're gonna do it." So what happened, Vaca? Tell me.
They didn't go against the HOA. They just they just did it without letting the HOA know and see what they said. And I don't think it went very well with the HOA. And we kind of knew we were headed for that, but we were rolling the dice on it. And now they're telling us to cover it up.
With another cool art piece, though, it's not gonna be like just covered up blank. We get to do another art piece over an art piece,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool, but it's also hurtful for me. What about you?
Yeah, it's very painful to. Oh man, they didn't like it. Like, no, we're gonna do another one, but over the old one that we just did. Like, fuck. But it's okay. We get a second chance at it.
Yeah. And the cool thing, we also got hopefully another. Did you call that guy?
No, not yet. I haven't called him.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
let me have his. I'll call him I'll call him today and just let him know that we can go down there and let
Check
him
it
know
out.
what's up and check up on it. But if anybody is in Reno or the Sacramento area or Northern California area and is interested in a mural, Vaca, hit up Mr. Vaca right here. He does murals. He's got Graffiti City NV. You can go in there and look up some of his portfolios, some of his work that he does. He also sells graffiti supplies. online. So you have to order online, and then you can either have it delivered or call him to secretly deliver it. Cause some of this
Yeah.
shit has gotta be secret.
Anywhere in Reno and Sparks, we deliver. You let us know, and we'll meet up, or you'll come to the headquarters. But yeah, you let us know anything graffiti related, murals, artwork. Yeah, hit up graffiticityNV.com.
And the the tattoo convention was fucking pretty cool, homie. There was a good turnout. Uh, Everybody was busy. Everybody was tattooing. They had a good show. I liked it, man. I enjoyed doing the tattoo convention out there in Tucson. And I also saw the chair, homie. I saw the chair. I saw the pink table. That's the one that you're painting. And I want to give a shout out to Sublime and Tucson. Thank you to Amanda and Christina. Christina is works at Sublime, but she's gonna be proud owner of a tattoo chair pretty soon, and she's gonna enjoy the luxuries of being able to work with such a in such better conditions, or much better ergonomics when it comes to your back and stuff like that. So if anybody's interested in improving your tattoo ergonomics, improving your back, your posture, look us up at stingraytattoo.net. I sell tattoo chairs, I sell tables, and right now is the time of the year that everybody's getting their income tax, so it's a good time to invest in yourself. If you invest in yourself, ain't nobody gonna look out for your back. The guy who runs the shop, most of the time he'll have you working on a fucking massage table, and all he wants is half of his fucking money. That's the one. He doesn't care about your back too much, and if he does, okay, cool, but not enough to fucking put money down or help you out, or even at least let you invest in yourself. That's what I noticed when I went to the tattoo shops, that some of these guys, I want to buy your chair, but my boss won't let me. Or my boss doesn't want me to spend money on that.
Fuck your boss.
Well, no, that was weird. That's how it was. So
Boss
I gotta
first.
convince the boss first before I can convince anybody to buy
That
shit.
coming in the
You know,
shop.
especially when the boss is the headmaster of the crew and shit like that. You go against that motherfucker, you're going,
Yeah, it ain't happening.
it ain't happening. Yeah, those are the kind of problems that I'm running into selling the chair and going and show it off to some conventions or some of the tattoo places, that there's always somebody cock blocking the other guy or thinking, hey man, you shouldn't invest on that, just use a massage table or this or that. But when it comes to your comfort, when it comes to working, your back and all that, you should be allowed to invest in yourself. You should be allowed to at least improve your game and not be forced to work on a fucking massage table or one of those fucking shitty pump chairs that
Yeah, you're supposed to be comfortable, and if you want to work for a long time, you gotta be comfy. You gotta be able to do your job for a long period of time without what is the word I'm looking for? Without
suffering or
without suffering, without fucking, I don't know.
going home with backaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, dude. I mean,
Without sacrificing the tattoo. You know how sometimes you're tattooing and it's just you can't get to that place and you're just like, fuck it. It's just like, you
man.
don't turn them around, or you don't tell them to stretch the right way.
Well, when you go to the tattoo conventions, you see everybody tattooing in all different manners and all different ways.
Yeah.
It is kind of like one of the craziest fucking things to see, and a lot of times that's how also they tattoo at home.
Yeah.
When we go to these conventions, we go out of our comfort zone and tattoo a little bit discomfort because we know we don't have all our setup, we don't have everything where we want it.
Yeah.
You have to stack 3 chairs, 2 chairs this way, line up 3 chairs to lay down somebody.
Yeah.
You make all these furniture out of your chairs that they give you, or you figure out how to make a little, you just fucking put the table and lay down the client on there if you need to. Holy shit, it's windy outside, vato.
We got a tornado. It's tornado season over here in Nevada.
Yeah, we started the podcast. It wasn't windy or nothing out there. No, suddenly I can fucking hear the fucking garage open. Oh, it's not a garage. Not a garage. Oh, and we're supposed to say, and now a word from a sponsor.
Welcome to Graffiti City, your one-stop shop for graffiti supplies. From spray paint to markers, caps, and merch, we've got it all. Let's get creative. GraffitiCityNV.com.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. We're so anyway, the tattoo convention. I think it can be improved more if we have the right furniture and we also have the right lighting. Lighting is fucking a big obstacle at tattoo conventions and also very crucial. So let us know what you guys think about lighting, or put down your comments. Let us know what you think, what kind of lighting you guys use, or what you prefer, or what you recommend. And we want to see what others are using or what others recommend. And then maybe we'll laugh at you the same way you're laughing at us.
Carrying all those clip lights in your bag because you're going to clip them all over the...
Oh, I remember we used to have a bin just of those clip lights, so we could put them all on top and light up the whole station.
I ended up with that bin.
It was hard to throw them away, man.
Yeah.
We only used it for the conventions and shit like that. Now you go to the conventions and ring lights took over.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a ring light, or they got one of those
But
headlights.
it sucks because you need to make the space for the ring light.
And the ring light, and each ring light has got a little fucking
the little
3-foot peg, a 3-foot peg, or that takes about easily a 3-foot square.
Yeah.
You got only a fucking
people tripping over this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully on the next convention, I'm gonna show up this new innovation that I trying to provide for the tattoo industry and see what they think. And we're gonna see how the convention goes. We're gonna be actually doing a convention over at Laughlin.
Yes.
I'm gonna be going to Laughlin, and we're gonna be going to Sacramento.
The Tahoe one.
The Tahoe one, I don't have a booth there, but we're gonna sneak in and give out. Well, we're gonna pay. We're gonna pay. We're not sneaking. We're gonna pay, and then we're gonna give out flyers.
We got 86.
Last time we snuck in, remember?
We didn't sneak in into the, what was it? The Lady Luck?
Yeah, we didn't sneak into that one either. But
They're very nice guys to let us.
Yeah, thank you to Lady Luck. Lady Luck will be here in Reno. And hopefully we're gonna be doing a podcast at the Lady Luck. I'm gonna light up the station hopefully with that, and we're gonna do a podcast there. I hope to interview Pib from Tucson. She now lives, I believe, in Phoenix. But Pib, she wrote a cool ass book called Showtime Tattoo Stories. But anyway, I read her book. It's pretty fucking cool. It taught me a lot about a little bit more about history that I didn't know, and it's kind of nice to have somebody open my eyes, because tattoo history is something that I still look for it, man. I still sit down and enjoy reading. Now I'm trying to find out, who was first in each state, who opened up the first show in each state, in each city. I'm interested in that shit, man. I want to know who the fuck was a rebel enough motherfucker who says, I'm going to open up a tattoo shop here, and just open it back in the 1920s or 1940s.
I didn't know Reno was such a fucking tattoo town.
Yeah, Reno has a tattoo. Yeah, Reno has a tattoo history. Actually, one of the first tattoo nationals first tattoo convention, I think, was at the Fitzgerald's, the old Fitzgerald's, downtown in Reno. I think it was I believe in 78 or 79. Maybe, I don't know. If somebody's got the right information, make a comment and correct me. But but
that's not going on anymore, huh? The Nationals.
No, the National broke up, I believe. The National is no. And actually, the National was the one that was kind of trying to establish ethics, regulations, or
Can you tell what Nationals is? What National was?
National was a big organization of tattoo artists, and if you joined it, there was a newsletter from Flow, and people would have problems in some state with regulations on letting them open a studio. And I think National and those guys, because everybody's organized, they would say, hey, talk to this guy, he's a lawyer. Talk to that guy, he'll help you out. They had lawyers to help out tattoo artists with problems like that and shit like that. Back in the day in New York, it was illegal. Tattooing was illegal. So there was this fucking guy, from what I remember, named Spiderweb. And that motherfucker gave New York, he was a rebel.
Related to Spider-Man.
No. He's actually Spiderweb, from what I understand. At one time, he tattooed 1,000 crosses or 1,000 little X's or crosses on this guy's back, and the steps of a courthouse or a government building. That motherfucker was rebel. He if anybody's tattooing in New York and you know about Spiderweb, you will know the history. That motherfucker fought for your rights to tattoo in that state. That motherfucker went out and protested and did things that was fucking pretty cool. And due to him, tattooing is now legal in New York. You got motherfuckers
Big
like
shout
that.
out to Spiderweb.
Yeah, Spiderweb or Web or something like that. I can't remember, but I remember when I first started tattooing, he was all over the fucking magazines, and he was a rebel. He was, you would read up on him like, holy shit, this motherfucker cool. So to me, it was pretty cool because in some states like Oklahoma, it was illegal. If you had a tattoo, even let's say with a naked girl and titties were showing out, you could get arrested for indecent exposure.
Damn.
You could get arrested. An officer had the right to come and say, hey, you better cover that shit up or I'm going to arrest you. So you have to fucking right away put something, a bandage or something. Just having a tattoo could get you arrested in Oklahoma. Oklahoma was fucking way underground, And right now, there's probably conventions happening every other weekend in the state of Oklahoma. But some of the southern states were also very, very anti-tattooing, But as you can see, fucking Facebook and all this shit, they brought tattooing to a whole different level, and now it's not even, it's not even considered an outlaw thing. People don't even know that.
Yeah, it's normal now.
It's normal.
Doctors and everybody.
Yeah,
everybody's tatted.
When I remember when I first started, even though everybody was kind of getting tattooed, all class of people, but the stigma was only bikers, outlaws, cholos, like from the underground were getting tattooed. And if you had a tattoo, you were living a mischief life. You were living an underground life, which it wasn't really the truth. We were tattooing everybody and anybody, all walks of life. But when it came to TV, social media, not social media, but TV or movies or anything, tattoos were painted in a bad way. You walked into a place with a lot of tattoos on your body and shit like that, and people really fucking thought twice of fucking with you or messing with you. Others were all amazed. They want to come and touch you to see if they were real or shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, when people actually come and fucking touch you and grab you. Is that real, motherfucker? Did you just pinch me? Is that a real thing? Like, yeah, but you don't fucking pinch me.
I wanted to touch
Yeah, you never had anybody fucking just come and touch you or start pinching you?
No, I went to a different country, and one of the ladies thought my arms were burnt. She was like, I don't think she've ever seen a tattoo, and she was like, oh man, I thought you were burnt. I thought your hands were burnt for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? She's all like, ay, mijo, I thought you, like, something happened to your arms. I was like, nah, it's artwork, Like, she didn't understand.
Yeah, and now fuck people. You talk to them and they know the needle size, so they start telling you, "Is that pepper shaded?" And like, motherfucker, how the fuck you know about this
Are
shit?
you gonna use a 3 round or?
Yeah, fucking things have changed. You know, tattooing has changed dramatically. Everybody's trying to
Yeah.
stay ahead of it. Everybody's struggling with it. You know, some of us are trying to compete with others, which it shouldn't be a good idea. You know, and you should be competing against yourself. You should be outdoing yourself. What you did this year, you should be outdoing next year. Your work should be improving from this year to next year. If your work did improve this year from last year, I suggest you put your shit down and find another fucking job and quit fucking it up for others. But if your shit improved, keep doing this. Keep going, you know?
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
look
there's a
for
lot
guidance,
of motherfuckers that
for teachers like Raf. Look for anybody. Trust me, I used to. I would get kicked out of shops. I would get fucking discouraged and like, no, bro, you're not gonna fucking tattoo here. Get the fuck out of the shop. But
Yeah,
it never stopped me. Yeah.
well, back in the day, you know, I get to be called a gatekeeper now. I'm one of those assholes.
A gatekeeper.
Yeah, not gatekeeper, fucker. Gatekeeper. Not I don't have no gays.
We love the gays, but
We love the gays. I don't have no gatekeepers. I'm a gatekeeper. Gate, fucker.
Like,
My
okay,
English
Raf,
sucks.
whatever.
My English sucks. I'm sorry, you guys. And this fucker's thinking I'm homophobic over here. So anyway, there's a lot of hatred for motherfuckers like us. There's a lot of people that think we're assholes and this and that. You know, which it's all right. Fuck it. You know, that's why I won't teach you unless you pay me, and I won't fucking give you information unless you listen to a podcast like this. And this is free information. So, but when it comes to hands-on teaching and shit like that, you gotta pay, motherfucker. You gotta pay. Either you pay me, or you pay somebody else, or you pay time. But one way or another, you're gonna pay.
You're gonna pay. You gotta pay. Nah, I remember when I started at Stingray, and you could hear what the apprentice had to pay to get in there. It wasn't a
Well,
little bit either.
No, I didn't. How can I say? I took it serious. That if I took somebody's money, I also want to make sure that I went out of my way to teach them. So, whenever anybody pay me, that made it serious enough that they pay me. Now I got to go out of my way to teach them. You know, when people don't want to pay and they think, oh, I can teach you freely, you're going to lose interest really fucking quick. If this motherfucker pay me and he's looking at me like, where's my lesson for today? I got to come up with a lesson. I got to fucking figure out something to teach this motherfucker. Yeah. Whether it's to talk to a client, how to answer the fucking phone, how to answer an email, or how to put together a fucking flash or something. I might even teach him how to fucking stencil, put the stencil right on the person standing up. But I have to go out of my way every fucking day to teach a motherfucker.
I was glad.
And I wasn't doing it for a year. I was doing it for 3 years. My fucking apprenticeships came a 3-year term. You know, after 3 years, you would fucking know enough to do a tattoo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, to fucking open up your shop if you really wanted to. But nobody wanted to ever leave. Once you already get into Stingray, that was it.
Yeah.
You made it. Or at least I thought so. You know, I was the happiest. And I also knew that when we had an apprentice, that we were gonna have all the coolest shit. Like Stingray got the apprentice. It wasn't just you. Everybody got the apprentice. Everybody got the benefits of it too, like the new Macs, the new.
Well, the money then goes.
Cameras,
The money then goes straight to me. The money went invested right into the shop. I would either buy new computer, new printer, new stuff that everybody will enjoy, and then also let's say
not a regular printer either. Like you bought one of those big ass printers one time. Like
yeah,
big
yeah,
old
fucking
format,
Megatron.
Megatron.
I got big old fucking printer. I call them Megatron. So don't. But anyway, the fucking when I did the apprentice, yeah, I make sure that I invested in you guys too. Like, you know, it wasn't just going into my pocket. That way, you guys also may think, hey, you know, I'll teach this guy a little bit.
Yeah,
He
happy.
he just bought everybody a computer. This guy, so that way you guys would also kind of welcome him in and not fucking piss on him
Happy to
and
teach him.
and be rude to him and shit like that,
Yep, exactly.
or play mean jokes or mean tricks on them and shit like that. Because that's what everybody would do to the apprentice. Somebody to pick on somebody. It was different. We actually
We
encouraged
encouraged
everybody
them
to
and
teach them.
lifted them, and yeah, it wasn't about like this punk ass motherfucker like coming in here and thinking he like nah, like hey, we need to help him. We need to get him up to
Yeah, yeah.
our
Let's get him out.
standards, Yeah,
Well, let's help him out. You know, let's get this guy going as soon as possible.
yeah.
You
Show
know?
him everything, teach him everything. Not only that, hang out with him. You know, after work, him or her, like yeah, come hang out.
I think that 1 hour after work that we used to kind of, you know, we're all finished and we just hang out outside in the back and talk for 1 hour.
Chilling.
That was very necessary because that's the time to unwind or talk about your problems throughout the day. Fuck, man, that piece that I just did today, man, I had a hard time doing that line. That person was wiggling or moving, or I had a hard time because my machine was acting up or stuff like that. That's the best time to talk about it after work. You know, you bring out your problems, your issues to the other guys, and maybe somebody can throw an idea or a hand or say, hey, fucker, you need to do this and you need to do that or try
Like
this.
yeah.
You know, so
I
you don't.
never wanted to leave Stingray. I wanted to fucking live there. Like everything, every day, I wanted to learn more things, new things.
Yeah,
How cool it was just to be with your best buddies and just play together every day.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
every day. If we're not fucking tattooing, we're doing some kind of project. We're always having some kind of project.
I really enjoyed the photo shoots, Ralph.
Yeah,
Really enjoyed learning how you taught us and showed us about photography. Fuck, that was the coolest shit.
yeah. Photography is another big fucking thing that a lot of people have kind of left behind in the tattoo industry. Everybody's got their cell phone. Everybody's got their shitty ass cameras, but I really don't see really artistic photography like we used to in the past. You know, there's a lot of mirrors of photography, girls taking pictures in the mirror and this and that. Some of them are pretty cool, and guys too, but some of the girls are pretty cool. Some of the pictures are pretty cool, but they lack artistic. A lot of them lack artistic. Then you know, there's no just fucking, you know, do it yourself kind of photo shoot. And some of the photos are good, but there's hardly any themes like I used to see back in the 90s and the early 2000s. You know, it's fucking trippy how tattooing photography on some levels is really kind of cool, and on other levels it's gone to garbage. You know, and it's all because a lot of people. It's more fun to make a fucking TikTok reel. It's more fun to make this shit than to really concentrate on history and how you should document your art, your photograph it. You know.
Yeah, like the badass pictures from like Steven what's his name? Steven Oriol.
Which one?
Steve. Cartoons homie, the photographer, the black and white photographer. He photographs a lot of cholos in LA.
Oh, Osok. Osok.
Oh, I think that's another guy.
That's another guy.
Oriol. He's wearing glasses, bald guy.
Man,
He did the picture like that, the LA picture of the girl. You know who I'm talking about, but
it's not Osok, right?
also because
Yeah, he also does Hello. He did the three black and gray books.
oh no, not him. No,
Yeah,
no, not
yeah,
that.
homie. But yeah, right now the tattoo industry, you know, I don't think none of us are stopping to study tattoo. There's so much tattooing going on. There's so much. You just scroll through Instagram.
Yeah.
Nobody is stopping to really study the work. I mean, with a magazine, you sit there on the wherever the fuck the
I
bus
used to
stop,
keep magazines.
the
Yeah, I used to
shitter, your
save them.
station. You know, you're sitting in there and you're looking at the magazine. You're studying the artwork a little more carefully. I think on TikTok we just or Instagram anything we just you know
I'll save it. I'll look
yeah
at it later.
it's I think that's the reason why people are doing all these reels because it's hella hard to get people's attention with a tattoo anymore.
Yeah.
It's hella hard to stand out and show your last masterpiece, because your last masterpiece doesn't mean shit to the rest of the world. It only means shit to you. It's trippy. It really has changed.
Now the conventions are what they're slowed down a lot too, huh?
They're slowing down, but fuck, I'm hearing in the Midwest. They're huge, bro. They're fucking huge over there in the Midwest. I want to go to the East Coast. No, the tattoo conventions are booming like a motherfucker left and right. Some of them do okay, some of them don't. It's a 50-50 chance. You might go in there and kill it and come back nicely paid, and some of the guys will just make their gas money or make their hotel money and gas money and not come out with too much profit. But at those conventions, you shouldn't really think that you're gonna go in there and kick ass and come out with profit. Those conventions are actually more designed for you to show off your work and stuff like that, and not think.
Win prizes. And
Yeah, you're not really.
compete.
You shouldn't be thinking like I'm gonna go over there and kill it and make hella money. For those who want to, yeah, you can do it that way. But most of the guys that I see there, stuff like that, they're in there to show off one of the pieces or show off their work or show off a fucking competition piece and shit like that. And they don't care if they're not gonna make big money. They just care about getting their artwork out there and getting themselves out there. And it's a lot harder to stand out right now. It's a lot harder to stand out and be a rock star.
Yeah. Now the barbers are the rock stars. By the way, if you're looking for a barber chair, this guy right here. Check out the new barber chairs
Yeah, we're building barber chairs. We need
with
to.
a hydraulic pump. There's not no any ordinary barber chair.
It's got a hydraulic pump and it's got wheels for traveling. So if anybody is interested in checking out our barber chairs, check out the website.
We gotta go check out the barber conventions too. I think there's gonna be one
When is that
here
one?
soon.
I don't know. We got to go back to Flaco and find out what those conventions are gonna be and set up for one of those if we can.
Yeah.
Flaco says he's gonna take my chair to the next one.
Good.
So
Hell yeah.
hopefully people start noticing the difference in that, But breaking into the hair industry wasn't easy, especially since I kind of don't belong in the hair industry. I never get
Got
it.
in a fade.
I never get my hair cut by nobody, but I cut my own hair. So I never hang out at barber shops. Don't even know what the hangout is like. The only time I went to Mr. Barber Shop was when I was getting my hair braided, cabrón.
Yeah.
Yeah. A long time ago, I had somebody braid my hair in a barber shop. Man, that shit hurt like a motherfucker.
Fuck yeah.
There was a Mexican girl, and it was pretty tight, and it hurt. And then about a year later, I had a black girl do my hair again, and it was a way different fucking hair braid, not as painful and hella tight,
Yeah.
and it was trippy. But this black girl know what the fuck she was doing, and man, she got to working on my hair, and it came out pretty okay.
Oh yeah, they're used to doing that.
Nothing against the Mexican girl, but yeah, I think there was a
There's
difference.
levels.
I mean, either that or she was just pissed off at me. Dale,
Fucking
este
asshole.
cabrón, just making his shit hurt. Yeah, getting your braids sucks. Your hair braided in a way. I don't know if you ever had it.
Yeah.
It hurts, bro.
Yeah.
They pull on it. make it tight, they pull on it. And then when it starts to grow, you can feel the itch.
Yeah.
And you can't fucking scratch it and shit.
Yeah, I don't get my hair braided no more. I can't afford it.
That shit is expensive.
Fuck yeah. It's crazy. Just to have them for like, what, 3-4 days before you start.
Yeah, especially your hair grows fucking quick, and if your hair is not that.
Yeah.
You know?
If you don't take care of them, you gotta take care of them. You gotta wear a do-rag. You gotta.
No,
time for that.
Well, my hair is kind of like afro-y. That's why my shit was able to stay. You know, but only for a little while, and then you got to take them off. I think the coolest part was when I took them off because you can feel all the relief throughout your hair. You just run your fingers, you're like, this shit feels good.
Yeah.
But and you're scratching the fuck out of your piojos and everything because it feels like almost you had piojos on there. You know, it fucking hurt like a motherfucker. It's so like itchy. But yeah, finally taking the things and just rubbing your head. It feels good. I remember that shit. we got an invitation. We want to invite everybody and anybody to come over to or get a hold of us if you're interested in doing a podcast. It's an invitation. I need to do at least 12 fucking episodes for Spotify to even say, what the fuck, who are you? So help us out. Come over, hit us up. This is going to be our third episode. By the time we finish this one, it'll be our third episode. I hope to load it on as soon as possible. But anybody is interested, give us a call. Hit up Vaca on his Instagram. What's your Instagram, Vaca?
It's Graffiti City NV.
And mine is Stingray Tattoo or the Tattoo Chair Supplier. You might find it at TikTok. Check us out, or you can check out his website. What's your website?
GraffitiCityNV.com. Send us an email.
Go put in an order and check out StingrayTattoo.net. You'll see what kind of stuff I build, and pretty soon I'll be showing you guys the new lit up, pre-lit private station for anybody that wants to tattoo privately out of their tattoo convention or tattoo privately at their. Because this station, bro, that I'm building, you can set it up at the convention. But after that, you also take it to the shop, and you can set it up in your shop. Yeah. And you can create a nice pre-lit station with privacy, you know. So it's, and then whenever you need to go on the road, you just go on the road. Take it with you. Mm-hmm. Should we call it that? Yeah, I think we got enough. We did a little thing.